This is KE8VZA. I will be your pre-net controller tonight for the pre-show for the BeaconNet at the bottom of the hour. I have a NetLogger window open, and I've grabbed a few stations from the blue screen. If there are any other stations that would like to get in before the rush, give me a call now. I'm listening.
This is KA8LYJ, Kilo Alpha 8, Lima Yankee Juliet. Bob, in Barberton, on a handheld, in the dark.
KJ5, IU, Kilo Juliet 5, India uniform. Scotty from Mississippi.
But no heat.
KF8, CUB, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie, Hotel Bravo, Craig from Shreve.
Kilo Charlie 8, Hotel Delta Papa, KC8 HDP, also from Shreve, Ohio.
All right, I'll pick it up there. I picked up, let's see, KA8LYJ, Bob, KJ5IUU, Scotty, KF8CHB, Craig, and KC8HTP, Jerry. There was a station right after KJ5IUU that ended their they doubled with Scotty, but their transmission ended with no heat. If you could come back with your call sign, I'll gladly add you to the list.
This is KD8VYT, in the light with no heat. This is Russ from Akron.
I copy KD8VYT, in the dark with no heat. Sorry to hear that, Russ. Sounded like Bob was in the dark as well, maybe. I guess this wind is taking its toll on power lines. So far, we still have power up here. I've heard the wind howling. I'm up in Strongsville. The wind has been howling a bit, and fingers crossed. So we'll see how it goes.
W8WKY.
This is KD8VYT. I am in the light. I have power, but no heat.
WW8TM.
All right, I believe that last station was Whiskey 8 Tango Mike. Could you please confirm?
Affirmative. Whiskey 8 Tango Mike. Choo-choo's here. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing well. Lights are on. Heat's working. Sorry to hear Russ is without heat there, but he has light. But we got about 2.5 minutes before the start of the pre-show. I'll make that 2 minutes now. If there are any other stations that want to beat the rush, go ahead and give me a call.
Kilo Charlie 8, Lima Yankee Golf, KC8LYG, Rick here in Maslin.
KE8 VOX, Kilo Echo 8, Victor Oscar X-Ray, Scott, Vermilion, in and out.
Net control, please check in Kilo India 5, Romeo Foxtrot India. KI5RFI, Mac in Springdale, Arkansas.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Quebec Romeo, KE8QR, Keith in Uniontown, Ohio, in and out, no traffic 73.
All right, let's hold it up there. We'll take some more check-ins after our announcer announces us. Picked up KC8LYG, KE8VOX, KI5RFI, and KE8TQR. VOX and TQR were in and out. Thanks, guys. 73 to both of you. Please stand by for our announcer. She'll be on in just a moment.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
There she is. QST, QST, QST. This is Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8 VZA. My personal is Eric, Echo Romeo India Charlie. And this is the BeaconNet pre-show on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, just to the west of the metropolis of Akron. And let's see, we frequency 147 Mark 390 if you're looking for us RF. That's a positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. You can also connect to us via Allstar Node 48496 or Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a controlled pre-net. I ask that all traffic pass through net control. Yours truly. And emergency or urgent traffic, please break in at any time. At this point, I'll take a break, and any urgent or emergency traffic, please call now. Okay, nothing heard. This is KE8VZA, your pre-net, pre-show net controller. And we're going to go ahead and go through our net control team. And we have a little bit of a change in the lineup tonight. We will have KD8EPC Dustin as our net control station tonight. So KD8EPC, I think I heard you out there a little earlier. Dustin, how you doing tonight? And are you ready to go?
KE8VZA and the BeaconNet pre-show. Well, good evening to you, Eric. I'm here. I'm as ready to go as I'm going to be, and we're hanging in there. I think I may have finally found a card to go by tomorrow, so a happy joy. With that, we're going to grab a we got a cold beverage, but we might grab another one anyhow, and we'll be ready at the top of the hour as long as the power holds out. With that, this is KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
All right, good deal, Dustin. Never hurts to have a backup as far as the cold drinks go. And good to hear you've got a line on another vehicle. That's very positive. I hope it works out. And good to hear you tonight. We will hear you again at the top of the hour. We're clear with KD8EPC. I am KE8VZA, so I'm going to make the assumption that KE8QKO, Nick at Night, our normal net controller for Sunday night, is not available, but we'll give him a shout anyway. KE8QKO, are you out there tonight, Nick? Okay, like I assumed, he is not available tonight, hence Dustin sitting in the big chair. So we will go on down to our next station in our net control team, Just Nick, KE8SLG. How you doing, Just Nick? Are you out there, and are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KE8VZA, this is KD8SLG. I'm here.
going to be around. We'll see if I make it. I'm feeling a little bit better. We'll see what happens. And sorry about Nick losing his power. And Dustin, fine business, man. It's KD8SLG. Back to net control.
All right there, Justin. Good deal. Yeah, okay, I guess that answers the question of what happened to Nick at night. No power. That's a bummer. I hope it comes back soon. And good to hear you, Just Nick. Got you on the log. And we'll clear with KD8SLG. I am KE8VZA with the BeaconNet pre-show. We're going to go down to our next station, W8HRF. Josh, are you out there, Josh? How you doing? Are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KE8VZA and the BeaconNet. This is W8HRF. Before we go any farther, how's my signal, Eric?
W8HRF, KE8VZA, good signal, 100% copy. You're bringing in a tiny bit of static, intermittent, but good otherwise.
Jody, look at that, so big, stupid dead.
All right, Eric. Well, I bumped it up to 10 watts. We also are out of power. But we're down here. I got a battery pack on the Yazoo. I'm going to go see what broke in the neighborhood. Just out of curiosity, I guess. Hopefully we'll get power back soon. We'll see what happens. We got all the fridges. We're not going to touch them for a while. Hopefully they'll be able to keep everything cold. And at least it happened when we'll be under the covers, I guess. We'll see when power gets back. So, anyways, I'll probably be in and out. I'll be listening a little bit, but we're going to be in and out just because we don't know exactly what we're going to be doing because of the power. Anyways, have a good net, and I'll turn it back to you, sir. KE8VZA, W8HRF.
All right there, Josh. I hope you can figure out what happened, maybe, for what it's worth, and hopefully the power crews will jump right on it and get your power back. I'm going to go ahead and mark you and Lucy, KE8YUK, as in and out, and feel free to recheck if things change and you feel the desire to do so. So we'll clear with W8HRF and KE8YUK. 73 to both of you. Hope your condition improves soon. Let's see. We'll go down next on the list. I don't know if he's here. Oh, he's in the blue screen. KIPAY, Alan. How you doing tonight, Alan? And how's Larry doing?
KI5DAY in the net, and Larry, yeah, he's doing fine. He's just chilling like a villain. Let's see, man, I'm doing good, I guess. I got a little cough, but it's just intermittent. It's been that way most nights for some reason. Get this little cough tickle almost every night. So it's crazy. I don't feel bad, but it is what it is. But I'll be standing here waiting, and well, not standing. I'm actually sitting, but I'll be here ready to go with some good old-fashioned alternate trivia. Yeah, I'm the Turtle Man. KI5DAY back in there.
All right, Alan, good deal. Good to hear Larry there, too. And sorry to hear you've got a cough. Hopefully you won't get the full-on Christmas crud that's been, running rampant. And sounds like Just Nick may have had it, too. So, Just Nick, I hope you recuperate soon, very soon. I'm still on the mend. I'm mostly human again, but just, the energy levels just don't last as long as normal. So that's getting better every day. So we'll take that. Anyway, all right, Alan, we'll clear with KI5DAY. I'm going to read off who I have. We'll take some more check-ins, and then we'll work the list. So I have KC3SEG, Greg, KI5TAQ, Tim, K5CFY, Ray, K8LYJ, Bob, KJ5IU, Scotty, KD8VYT, Russ, KF8CHB, Craig, KC8HDP, Jerry, WW8TM. His name's here is Millered, but I think he said His handle, he likes to go by Juju or something like that. We'll confirm that in a bit. KC8LYG Rick. KE8VOX Scott, who's in and out. 73 Scott, good to hear you. Your node sounded good if that's where you were coming in by. KI5RFI Mac, representing Arkansas. Good to hear you, Mac, sorry. KE8TQR Keith. Good to hear you too, Keith. 73, checking in and out there. And okay, there we are, bottom of the list so far. Let's take a few more check-ins, and then we'll work the list, find out who's sticking around and who's not. So if you'd like to get please call now.
KE8VZA, WA8KOC, good evening, Eric and crew.
This is KJ5HIJ, Juliet 5, Hotel India, Juliet.
I lost power for like the umpteenth time. This is AP8MO on 015 because my internet's down now.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Romeo Yankee. I'll be in and out tonight, 73.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Romeo, KE8, ZZR, Harry and Wadsworth.
All right, KE8VZA returning. I'll pick it up there. All right, we picked up W8KOC Fred, KJ5HIG Joseph, AV8MO Andy, KE8JRY Grace, I think, KE8ZZR Harry. So KE8JRY, could you confirm your call sign that I got it correct there?
That's going to be Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Romeo Yankee, Jeremy from Ashland. I'm going to be in and out tonight, guys, 73.
All right, Jeremy, I should have known. I didn't recognize the voice. I just had one letter wrong there. Got you on the list as in and out. Thanks for confirming. KE8, Zulu Romeo Yankee. Jeremy, thanks again, 73. And let's see. All right, let's go back up to the top of the list, and we'll work this list and see who's sticking around and who's not. If we have time, we'll take a few more check-ins before the top of the hour. If not, Dustin will gladly take some more after we kick off the big show. So first on the list, KC3SEG, Greg down in Florida. How you doing, Greg? And are you sticking around for the big show tonight?
This is Kilo Charlie 3 Sierra Echo Golf. Yeah, Nick, we'll be sticking around for the big show tonight, so keep me on the list. Back over to you.
All right, Greg, good deal. Got you on the list and sticking around. We'll clear with KC3SEG and go on down to KI5TAQ, Taco Tim, down in Bofang, Oklahoma. How you doing, Tim? And are you sticking around for the big show tonight?
Well, good evening there, guys. This is KI5TAQ sitting here in Bofang, Oklahoma. And let's see, that means Alan is sitting in the same neighborhood that I'm in. And Ray is sitting in Yazoo, Oklahoma. And yes, I'm sticking around for the net. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, Tim. I like those neighborhood names. That's cool. Anyway, thanks for checking in. Got you on the list of sticking around. We're clear with KI5TAQ. I am KE8VZA. Let's go on down to Ray, K5CFY. How are you tonight, Ray? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KE8VZA, K5CFY. Yes, sir. I'll definitely be hanging around. And sorry to hear about all the folks up there without any electricity. That's not good at all. Give it back to you there, Eric. Great job, and tell your the guy on the keyboard he's doing a great job as well. K5 CFY.
All right, Ray. Thanks for the compliment. Yeah, I'm patting myself on the back here. So good to hear you tonight. Got you on the list of sticking around. We'll clear with K5CFY. Next up to bat here is KA8LYJ. Bob, how you doing? And are you going to stick around for the main net tonight?
KE8VZA, this is KA8LYJ. Sitting here with a flashlight propped up on my coffee cup, my phone in my hand, and just waiting for the power to come back. And around because this is giving me a chance to put my new HT through the paces and see if it earns its keep tonight. So far, so good. Haven't lost much of the green on the battery indicator, and I've had it on for about an hour now. So we'll see how it goes. And I'll turn it back to you. This is KA8LYJ.
All right, Bob. Yeah, you mentioned earlier you were without power. Sorry to hear that. I hope they can get it restored soon. But I have to tell you, your HT is definitely doing a great job for you. Your signal is very clear, very strong. Sounds really good. I wouldn't know you were on an HT. There you have it. We'll clear with KA8LYJ. Got you on the list, sticking around. Next up is Scotty, KJ5IUU. I got it right this time, Scotty. How you doing tonight? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
Good evening, everyone. Yes, I'm going to try to hang around. I probably will be in and out some, but I'll be monitoring. We just went through that bad weather last night. We lost power for about 8 hours. So, yeah, it was a pretty rough storm that came through Mississippi yesterday evening all the way through about 1 o'clock in the morning. So I know exactly what it's like to have no power. So I'll turn it back over to net control.
All right, Scotty. Well, glad you made it through it okay. Yeah, we're getting some rain up here, and with it are some strong winds bringing it through our area. So that's, I think, the root cause of our power issues up here. But anyway, good to hear you're all right, and you got through it. Got you on the list as in and out. If you want to recheck later, feel free to do so. 73, Scotty. We'll clear with KJ5IUU. And go on down to Russ, who has lights but no heat tonight. KD8VYT. How you doing, Russ? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
Yeah, I'll stick around. The reason I have no heat is because I tried to install a new thermostat, and it didn't work. So I put the old one back, and it didn't work. So now I have to wait till tomorrow for a furnace guy to come out. KD8VYT.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Russ. Yeah, hopefully he can make short order out of that fix and get you back up and running. And fortunately, it's not going to be terribly cold tonight. It'll be chilly for sure, but not down in the sub-20 range. So you'll be a little better off anyway if it's, silver lining and all that, right? Anyway, we'll clear with KD8VYT for now. Got you on the list, Russ. And we'll go on down to KF8CHB, Craig, over in Shreve. How you doing, Craig? And are you going to stick around for the main net tonight?
Good evening, Eric. Yes, I'm going to stick around. At least I'm going to try. It is a bit breezy down here in Shreve. The wind's been howling a fair amount of the day, and then, of course, we had a little precipitation just to temper the day this morning. So with that, I'll turn it back to Net Control, KFH CHB.
AF5, JB, Manitou, short time.
All right there, Craig. Well, yeah, your weather sounds similar to ours up here in Strongsville. The way I've been watching the radar, and a lot of it's shooting right up from the south. And, yeah, we had rain this morning as well. Our power stayed on, knock on wood. I'm knocking on wood table right now. And hopefully we'll continue there. But good to hear you, Craig. Got you on the list. We're going to go down to another station here. Before I do, I'm going to acknowledge I did copy AF5JB, Matt, in Tulsa. Short time. We'll get to you momentarily, Matt. Let's see. Jerry, KC8HDP, rather, also in Shreve. How you doing tonight, Jerry? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
Well, good evening, Eric, and everyone on the net. Yes, I am sticking around for the net and look forward to the trivia. Back to you, Eric, to KE8VZA from KC8HDP.
All right, Jerry. Good to hear you tonight. Glad you're sticking around. And I have what I think is an apropos time of the year anyway, apropos trivia question tonight. Hopefully it'll be somewhat interesting. I thought it was when I was reading about it. Anyway, we'll let you guys be the judge. Good to hear you, Jerry. Got you on the list. We'll clear with KC8HDP. I am KE8VZA with the BeaconNet pre-show on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. And we're going through our list of stations we checked in, see who's sticking around and see who's not. And next on the list is WW8TM. I think you said you like to go with Juju. I've got you. The QRZ came back with Millerad. If you let me know, I'll update your preferred name here. And how you doing? And are you going to stick around for the main net tonight? W8 Tango Mike, are you out there? This is KE8VZA. All right, hearing nothing, we'll circle back to him in a bit. Let's see. Let's go down to our next station over in, I think it's Mansfield. Nope, Massillon. Sorry. KC8LYG, Rick. How you doing tonight, Rick? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
KE8ZZA, this is KC8LYG. Good evening, Eric and everyone. And yes, I do want to stick around. Hopefully I sound okay. I know my antenna system must be getting havoc out there in the wind. My S meter looks like it's beating to music. But yes, we're going to hang in there. Back to Net Control. KE8ZZA, this is KC8LYG.
All right, Rick. Well, you're sounding good. Your audio's a little light, but other than that, your signal's really good. And 100% copy. So whatever you've got going on is working for you there. Glad to hear you're sticking around. Got you on the list. We'll clear with KC8LYG. Next station was KE8VOX, Scott over in Vermilion. And he has to be in and out tonight. 73, Scott, thanks again for checking in. And next on the list, representing Arkansas, is Mac, KI5RFI. How you doing, Mac? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
This is KI5RFI in Arkansas. Hello, Eric, and everybody on the net. And yes, sir, I will be sticking around for the big show. Wouldn't miss it. Back to net control.
Very good, Mac. Good to hear you. Got you on the log. Next, we're going to go down to KE8TQR. Keith was in and out tonight, 73 Keith. That brings us down to Fred, WA8KOC, barometer net control extraordinaire. How you doing tonight, Fred? And are you going to stick around, or are you just going to get your parking validated and be on your merry way?
Eric, it's great to hear you this evening. Thank you for taking my check-in. Good to hear everybody else in here on the net. We haven't lost power, but the refrigerator went on a fritz here about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. So it was a mad dash to take everything out of the refrigerator upstairs, bring it to the refrigerator downstairs, and I have a feeling it's a circuit board issue on this Whirlpool refrigerator. My son works for Whirlpool out in Clyde, and he just raves about the quality of their instrumentation. And so far, here in this home, two things have gone on the fritz so far. This is a third, and they're all Whirlpool, so not a fan. Anyway, have yourself a great net. Good luck with the trivia. I'm sure it'll be great. I'm just getting my parking ticket passed, stamped, and thanks for the kudos for the barometer net. We'll talk to you in the real near future. And should I not hear from you this next week, have yourself a safe and happy New Year. KE8 VZA and the Beacon Net pre-show, WA8KOC 73, buddy.
All right, Fred, good deal. Got you on the log as in and out tonight. And sorry to hear about the refrigerator issues. We had the same thing happen 5 years ago. Holiday season, my sister and her kids were visiting, and the refrigerator, the old fridge, just gave up the ghost. It was full of food. So we had a small fridge. We put what we could in there and then stocked 2 coolers in the garage with ice. And the holidays continued anyway, and we later replaced it with a Whirlpool. So you're scaring me. Anyway, fingers crossed. Hope everything works out for you. Hope ours continues to run. And thanks for checking in, Fred. 73, we're clear with WA8KOC. I am KE8VZA. And next on the log here is KJ5HIJ. That's Hotel India Juliet. I'm pretty sure I got that right. Yosef, how you doing tonight? And you going to stick around for the main net?
W8WKY.
KJ5HIJ, this is KE8VZA. Stick around for the main net tonight, Joseph. All right, hearing nothing. We'll pick him up next time around here. We'll go down to Andy, AB8MO. How you doing today, Andy? I think you maybe mentioned you have either a power outage, an internet outage, or both. How are you doing, and are you going to stick around for the net tonight?
Time on this.
All right. Well, for the moment, everything's back up, but I'm on the repeater because the power goes out for like 10 seconds and resets the internet connection. That takes like 5 minutes to come up. So I know the repeater has emergency backup generator power. I don't know about the Allstar link, but so far things are solid here on 015, and I'll just keep it connected. And just use it this way. Just thought I'd mention W0OFK is your repeater is identifying over the Allstar network. Not only is it not necessary, it's being disruptive, and it creates problems, especially with hearing the net control, because if there's things abruptly jumping in, oftentimes things don't come in from Doylestown for an entire transmission. Or So if you could straighten that out, we would all greatly appreciate that. Back to net, AB8, I'm out.
All that.
All right, Andy, thanks for that. And got you on the log sticking around. Hope your power and internet stay up. And was there a station trying to check in there? Please come back.
Got it. Looking down there on that internet.
Station calling, this is I'm KE8VZA. I'm the pre-net controller for the BeaconNet pre-show. We're wrapping up pre-show, and if you'd like to get on the log, please come back with your call sign.
KE8QFT, Fred and Medina.
Okay, got you that time, Fred. KE8QFT, got you on the log. Let's see, next on the list we're down to Harry, KE8ZZR. How you doing, Harry? And are you going to stick around for the main net tonight?
We'll be out here.
KE8VZA, this is KE8ZZR. Good evening, Eric, and everybody on the net. Yes, I will be sticking around for the net, and I'll turn it back to you, 73s.
All right, very good, Harry. Got you on the log, KE8ZZR. And next on the log, let's see, AF5JB, Matt, down in Tulsa. How you doing, Matt? And got you down here a short time. Do you have a few comments real quick for the net?
I sure do. Well, first of all, before I forget, wish everybody happy early New Year, and hope everybody gets their the power back on soon. I saw everything, all the storms going on on YouTube. Sounds like our plan's pretty good down southeast of us, for sure, and all that. So, everybody ain't doing too bad over there. But I've been weekend. Probably go see a couple of my friends, but. They were out of town, so I turned around, come back, towards Dawson, and I went to the main event. Played the world's largest Batman, played Supercars. It's a really fun game, and I went around there for a little bit, and I went to back home, put some Miss Batman, some Bustle Bobble, and some Super Batmans. That's pretty good. Now, I mean, eat some pizza, and then had some beer, and I went to bed, and said my Saturday night. Got to take it easy today. Saw a movie, and get ready to the week. But anyway, thanks for having me on. You guys have a good night, a good safe week, and good luck on everybody get their power back and all that, and I hope everything gets back to normal soon there. And the 73, and catch you next time. Thank you so much for having me. And I was gonna hear you there as well. About a negative.
All right. right, Matt. Good to hear you tonight. Good to hear you're doing well, and Happy New Year to you. And glad you were able to fit some time in for Pac-Man, of course. I've got to get some Pac-Man time myself going on here. Anyway, thanks, Matt. Got you on the log, and thanks for checking in, 73. Next on the list is Mark, KC8FQV. How you doing, Mark? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Oh, yeah, I'll stick around for the big show because I'll make more comments then because I don't know. But we'll just wait until the big show and we'll make more comments. Yeah, Pac-Man. Yeah, maybe I'll play that Pac-Man tonight when I go home. I don't know. But we'll send it back to net control. The cough's sort of getting a little better. But, yep, stay tuned. Stay tuned to the main net. That's where the activity's at. K7QV, back to net control, Eric.
All right, Mark, good to hear you as always. Glad you're here, and now it can be an official net because you've checked in. So thanks for doing so. Got you on the log. We'll hear from you in a little bit. And we have one more station to touch base with, and then we'll turn it over to Dustin here. This KE8QFT Fred. How you doing tonight, Fred? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
I shall be here. KE8QFT back to the free net.
Okay, good deal, Fred. Gotcha on the log. We'll clear with KE8QFT. And this is KE8VZA. And I am going to go ahead and turn over the net to Dustin, KD8EPC. And take it away, Dustin.
All right, thanks so much there, Eric. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset of PL tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net, and all traffic must pass through net control. All stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-in, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, Fireside, various other networks. We ask you to key for a couple seconds before and after you transmit. Make sure you let everything drop so we can hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now.
W8WKY.
All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show that'd like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Here is November Uniform 5 Delta and U5D. Steve, Gatesville, Texas. I'll just be in and out, but just want to say howdy and good net going. Over.
Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, Tom in Canton. I'll be in and out this evening.
Kilo Echo Quebec, Kilo Oscar, HQKO, Nick and Akron. I'm going to be kind of just listening and off to the side. I'll try to listen for the trivia and maybe recheck later. Back to you, Dustin.
WK. Good evening, Dustin.
All right, what a nice orderly list of check-ins. Let me make sure I've got it here.
Mike Yankee, Chris in Amherst, KE8 MMY.
This is Kilo Juliet 5, Foxtrot Lima Lima, Brad in Waco, Texas. I'll be in and out, but I'll be listening, but I'll be in and out. 7:30.
All right, let me make sure I've got it here. Perfect. We picked up NU5D. Steve, good evening to you. We got you in and out. K8MNT, Tom is in and out. Good evening, Tom. K8QKO, Nick at Night, we got you in there scratchy, but I do hear you. I hope your power comes back on. We'll come back to you later. WV3K, Phil, we got you in there. K8MMY, Chris. And we have KJ5FLL, Brad was in and out there. Do we have any other check-ins? Please call now.
Hello, India 5, Juliet, Hotel Quebec.
Kilo 8.
5, JDQ, in and out.
Uniform, Papa, Jim here in Paris Township. And I figured since I heard my brother in there earlier, KA8LYJ, Bob, I figured, well, I better get my 2 cents worth in there. So once again, the handle here is Jim. It's Kilo 8 Whiskey Uniform Papa in Paris Township. Back to the net.
This is Kilo 6 Kilo Julia Victor. Kilo 6 Kilo Julia Victor. Kevin in Valley Springs, California with a real short time. I'm in and out, no traffic, all except for double D's. Gotta support the Cornwaldo Beans for trivia. God bless 73, and have a blessed new year.
Whiskey 7 Echo O Oscar V Victoria. Handle is Mel in Manteca, California. For an in and out, but we'll be listening again. Whiskey 7 Echo O Oscar V Victoria, and handle is Mel.
All right, let me make sure I've got it there. All right, I got KI5JHQJP or JD. Good to hear you out there, my friend. Long time no talk. Sorry you have to be in and out. K8WUP, Jim over there in Paris Township. Thanks for joining us. We have Rev, have K6KJV was in and out, and we have W7EOV, Melvin over there in California, in and out. All right, we got quite the list here. We're going to start this thing off, and if we missed you, we'll get to you as soon as we can. So let's go to the top here and talk to Eric for a minute. K8VZA, what do you have for us for trivia tonight?
K8EPC in the group. This is KE8VZA with the main trivia. So it's New Year's Eve, and in light of New Year's Eve coming up tomorrow, there have been 5 different balls dropped at midnight as part of the New Year's Eve celebration in New York City over the years. I believe the tradition started in 1905. They've had 5 balls so far. The first 3 balls were hoisted and lowered with ropes by 6 men. Ball number 3 was built for New Year's Eve 1955 and was made of a material to reduce its weight and make it easier to lift and lower. What was this material? Choices are alpha, aluminum, B, balsa wood, Charlie, magnesium, or Delta, bamboo. I'll take a break and read this again. KE8VZA returning with main trivia again. There have been 5 different balls dropped at midnight as part of the New Year's Eve celebration in New York City over the years. The first 3 balls were hoisted and lowered with ropes by 6 men. Ball number 3, built for New Year's Eve 1955, was made of a material that reduced its weight to make this easier. What was this material? Alpha, aluminum, Bravo, balsa wood, Charlie, magnesium, or Delta, bamboo. I'll put this in the blue screen in a minute. KE8VZA back to net control.
All right there, Eric. Thanks for the wonderful trivia question. We're going to think about that one for a minute. And in the meantime, because I'm contractually obligated to talk to him, KI5TAY all day long. Alan, what do you have for us?
KI5DAY in the net. I have some Bisquick pancake mix. Hi. Hey, good to hear you, Dustin. Well, I have a trivia question for you. And here it comes. Pay close attention. Oh, boy. Which one of these items is called the Lady Blunt and is estimated to be worth about $16 million? Let me repeat that question. Which one of these items is called the Lady Blunt and is estimated to be worth $16 million? Is it A, pink sapphire and diamond ring belonging to Lady Di, Princess Diana? Is it B, a 1700s model Stradivarius violin? Is it C, a Golden Helm yacht owned by Sir Elton John? Or D, a world record doobie rolled up by the world famous horticulturalist Franklin Cornwaldo Green? Let me drop this and I'll repeat it. All right, one last reread. Which one of these items is called the Lady Blunt and is estimated to be worth about $16 million? Is it a pink sapphire and diamond ring belonging to Lady Di, Princess Diana? B, a 1700s model Stradivarius violin? C, a Golden Helm yacht owned by Sir Elton John? Or D, a world record doobie rolled up by the world famous horticulturalist Franklin Cornwaldo Green? KI5DAY, back to net.
All right there, Alan. Well, thank you and Larry for that wonderful trivia question. We really do appreciate it. Now, we appreciate you being part of the team there. All right, I don't think we have any short times or mobiles to get to, so let's start right here at the top with Greg. KC3SEG, how are you and Teddy doing?
Good evening to you, Dustin. This is KC3SEG. We're doing good. We did a POTA activation this evening. Did a late shift, and we just got back a little bit ago. It's beautiful down here this evening. It was a beautiful day today. It was almost 80, not quite. And yeah, we're settling in good down here, Dustin. Can't believe we've been here since September already. What's that? Almost 4 months already. 3 months. So yeah. Anyway. Okay, before I forget, I'm going to go with Alpha and Alpha. That's the best I can come up with. Alpha and Alpha for my trivia question answers. And thanks for picking me up, Dustin. It's always good hearing you. And we'll be in touch. This is Kilo Charlie 3, Sierra Echo Golf. Back over to net control. Take care, Dustin.
All right there, Greg. Well, wonderful to hear you out there. We got you down for A and A as always. And I'll tell you what, I certainly enjoy seeing your POTA activations and photos of you and Teddy there on Facebook. So that's always interesting. We'll say 73 to you. Have a happy New Year if we don't talk to you before, and we'll catch you on down the log. All right, let's go over here to the Taco Truck and talk to Taco Tim, KI5TAQ. Take it away.
Well, good afternoon there, or I should say good evening. This is KI5TAQ. Trivia questions. Main trivia question, I'll go with A. And for the alternate trivia question, I think I'm going to go with B. And we will call it good. And, well, I've got me a little four-legged paper bag shredder that's already shredded one paper bag and is into another one. And we'll see how far that's going to last. But you all enjoy yourselves. I'll be waiting around for the answers to the trivia questions. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim. We're glad to have you with us tonight, and always good to hear you out there. So we're going to say 73 for now. We got you down for Alpha and Bravo. And now we're going to go down to Mr. Ray, K5 at CFY. Good evening, Ray. How are you?
K88 EPC, K5 CFY. Thank you there, Mr. Dustin, for lighting up the airways tonight. We definitely appreciate that. And before I get started here, I'd like to thank, although he's probably not on there, I think they're without power, Josh, W8HRF, did the second hour of the Boredom Breaker net for Alan and did a wonderful job. Just made Alan look, well, we won't go into that. But anyway, Josh did a wonderful job. We definitely appreciate that. I'm going to go with Bravo and Alpha, and we'll get it back to you there, Dustin. Great net, 73, K5, CFY.
All right there, Ray. Well, great to hear you out there. And I'm a little bummed I missed Josh's hour on the Boredom Breaker net. If I would have known, I probably would have stopped by and said hello. I've been home a lot there. So I'll tell you what, one of these days we might have to get the Beacon Net crew to take over an entire day there. So we'll say 73 for now. Wonderful to hear you, and we'll catch you there on down the log. We got you on for Bravo and Alpha. For anybody who doesn't know, you can catch Ray and all the other wonderful net controllers every day on the Boredom Breaker net at noon Central Time. That's on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. They go a couple hours and switch net control at the top of the hour, and they welcome rechecks. So stop by and check them out if you can. It's a great net and a great time. All right, next on the list here is Bob, K8LYJ. Evening, Bob. You get your power back yet?
Yeah, good evening. No power. I'm still sitting here in the dark under the glow of a flashlight and using my HT. I am pretty pleased with it overall. It's a Woshun 4-bander. It does 2 meter, 6 meter, 220, 440, and I keep getting good signal reports back. So it may be Chinese, but it's not junk. And boy, was I triggered by the poor guy who doesn't have heat. That was me 2 weeks ago. I feel for you, guy. Anyway, for the trivia, I'm going to go with Bravo and Charlie. Bravo and Charlie. And with that, I will turn it back to net control. This is KA8LYJ.
All right there, Bob. Well, I hope your power comes back to you sooner than later there. It's good to have you with us this evening, and we're going to say 73 to you for now. We got you down for Bravo and Charlie, and your radio sounds pretty good. Just a little popcorning around the edges, but I think that's the wind. Next on the list here, we're going to go over to Akron. He has power but no heat. KD VYT, Russ, still breaking things. Take it away.
Yeah, nothing ever goes right when I work on my own stuff. If I was putting in your thermostat, it would have gone perfectly. But no, not on my stuff. And nothing can go right. Anyway, I'm just sitting here playing a computer game, and I am going to say whichever one was aluminum, because I don't have a clue. And I'm hoping for D on Alan's question. I'm hoping big time for D. KD8VYT. Everybody have a happy new year.
All right there, Russell. I hope you get your heat fixed there soon. We got you down for Alpha and Delta, and we're hoping the alternate trivia is Delta for sure also. Great to hear you, my friend, and we'll catch up there again real soon. Let's go on down the list now to KF8CHB. Craig, good evening. Let's try that again. KF8CHB. Craig, are you still with us?
He is. Sorry about that. I turned away from the, and this is on my phone since my HT doesn't quite make the Doylestown repeater, and there's no link with the Worcester, so we do it on. And the Allstar has proven pretty good. I think that it actually may have a little better sound, and I'm talking, but some of the videos that I've heard, the voices I've heard have been back. We're going to go with B and C just because. So back to you. Net Control, KFH, CHB, back to you.
All right, we're glad to have you with us tonight. We got you down for B and C there. We'll say 73 and look forward to catching you down the log. We're going to stay in Shreve now and talk to Jerry, KC8HDP. Evening, Jerry. How are you?
Well, good evening, Dustin, and good evening to everyone on the net. I'm going to answer the trivia so I don't forget. I guess I'll go with Alpha Aluminium, and boy, for the alternate trivia, all the answers this evening for both questions seem pretty plausible. I guess I'll go with Bravo for the alternate, the 1700 Stradivarius. I guess. So, okay. Have no clue. I went to the grocery store today and bought my pork and sauerkraut to have for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So I got that all taken care of, and it wasn't too busy, and the selection was half decent. So, yeah, very good. Gosh, I don't really have anything else, so I'm going to wish everyone a very happy New Year and a happy, prosperous, and safe New Year as well. With that, we'll send things back to you, Dustin. KDA EPC and the net from KC8HDP 73.
All right there, Jerry. We're glad to have you with us tonight, and glad you got your rations there in. We got you down for Alpha and Bravo, and we'll say Happy New Year if we don't catch you before, and we'll look forward to catching you on down the log real soon. Next on the list is KC8LYG. Rick, what's going on over in Massillon?
Good evening, Justin and the rest of the listeners. This is KC8LYG. Rick from Massillon. We're doing good down here. Just listening and very interesting. I think on my answers on the main question, I'm going to choose C. Magnesium, and the alternate D, just because it's a choice. Back to net control, KC8LYG.
W8WKY.
All right there, Rick. We're glad to have you with us this evening, as always, my friend, and we got your answers down, and it's great to hear you out there tonight. So we're going to say 73T, and that's going to bring me on down to my representative from Arkansas. That's KI5RFI Mac. Take it away.
Good evening, Dustin. It's been quite a while since I've talked to you. I've been missing the Wednesday night nets, and other things tying me up. It seemed like too many times. It's been a beautiful day here in Arkansas, but didn't get up past 60 degrees, so I think winter time has set in on us. I'm going to go with trivia answers of Charlie and Charlie, and with that I'll say back to net control. Everybody have a great one.
All right there, Mac. Well, I wondered where you've been. I was just telling Nick the other day, I was like, we haven't heard Mac in a while, so glad to have you in there. We got you down for Charlie and Charlie tonight, and it was a surprise. I didn't know until an hour or so before the net that I was going to be running it tonight, so good times, though. We're happy to be here, so we'll say 73 to you for now, and have yourself a great rest of the evening, Mac, and we'll catch you down the log. We get a few in and outs there, and that's going to bring me over here to the land of snow and maple syrup, and it sounds like wind tonight, too, with AB8MO Andy. Take it away.
All right. Sorry, I'm a little noisy, but the power keeps going out frequently. So the only way to make sure that I can still hit the repeater when the power flickers, and it's been flickering. So I'm probably not a net loss. Well, I guess I still am.
I'm connected through the hotspot on my phone to keep the internet up. And
all right. Well, I guess hopefully the power stays on. Well, I guess the answers before the power goes out is Bravo and Charlie, B and C. I didn't really read the questions, so we'll see. I'm usually wrong. So anyway, hate to cut it short, but I want to get a full transmission in here. My HT just died. KD8EPC, thanks for picking things up for Nick at night. This is AB8MO in windy Geauga County, where we have no snow and no maple syrup at the moment. Back to you there, Dustin.
All right there, Andy. Well, the power's on. You better throw that HT on the charger and let it get a little juice because it was real crunchy at the start, but perfect when you came in there on the other radio. I did hear everything you had to say there, so glad to hear you out there. Glad you made your transmission, and we got you down for a Bravo and Charlie. So best of luck with the power there. We'll say 73 and catch you on down the log. This is KD8EPC. Next on my list here is K8ZZR. Harry, good evening. How are you?
Hey, good evening, Dustin. This is KE8ZZR, and hello to everybody else on the net. Let me get the trivia questions out of the way. I'm going to go with A and C. A for the main and C for the alternate. I was kind of wrestling around with the main trivia there on those answers, but I'll just go with A. Anyways, I hope everybody had a good weekend. A little wet today, obviously, and now it's windy. Yesterday I took advantage of the nice weather and got my end-fed antenna moved up about 25 feet on the house and strung it out to the shed, so that's all done. So had some help from Lane and Benny, so we're good to go. So with that, I'll cut it short and turn it back to you, Justin, and Dustin. This is KE8ZZR 73s.
K2DY, getting that over.
I think that was VK2DY. Robert and Sydney there. The net is not over, and I'll put you on the list there if you'd like.
Okay, thank you. I just heard silence, and I was wondering. VK.
All right, we'll get to you there in just a minute. All right, we're going to go back to Harry here, KE8ZZR. We got you down for Alpha and Charlie. I'm glad you got your antenna up higher. Well, the weather was nice. It was absolutely phenomenal yesterday, but been rainy all day today. So glad to hear you, 73, and we'll catch you down the log. Next on the list here is Northern Mark, QC8FQV. Take it away.
All right, KSFQV. Yeah, I just dropped and I reconnect. Well, it was because it was on the Pixel 7. And it got home, it seen the other. Well, the Pixel 7 seen the other, and it switched. But now it's over on the house Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's windy out there. Yeah, but yeah, on the ball one coming down, that's going to be the aluminum. I think that's A. And on the other one, I didn't really look at it, but I'm going to right now say Charlie, and we'll go look and take a read, and if I have to, I'll come back. But, yeah, everyone else went good. Yeah, I got to go take another one of these BBs, these little pills. They're almost invisible. They're real small. They look like a turquoise. My sister's out a turquoise. Yeah, it's small. So I'll take that, and I'll go take a puff of the other thing, too. I have a inhaler I have to puff sometimes, and they say especially you're starting to cough right then when you want to do it. We're going to try to get this thing going. I don't know. We'll call tomorrow for another appointment to go to another doctor. See if he can figure out what's going on. But we'll send it back. But I do know I looked at my results, and there is no COVID or A or B viruses So there is none of them. They did that yesterday when I was at the urgent care. So we'll send it back to the net in case C8 FQV.
All right there, Mark. Well, good to hear you out there tonight. And we get you out for Alpha and Charlie there. And we'll say 73 and get you down the log. And now we're going to go over to Uncle Fred, KQFT. Good evening, Uncle Fred. What are your trivia answers and how you doing?
Hello, Dustin. Hello, Eric. Hello, everyone out there. The trivia masters and the trivia answerers and everybody else. Hope everyone's having a good evening. Wow, I'm just looking at the news, and of course I got it muted, but I see there's a plane crash in Korea that is like 179 out of 181 perished. Like I said, I just glanced at it, though. I can't, don't quote me on it, but a big crash there. It's a shame, Also like to point out that Jimmy Carter passed away today at the age of 100. Maybe not a great president, but a great humanitarian. I believe he won a Nobel Peace Prize. Heck of a man, although, some say not a great leader, a great person. Lived to be 100. So, other than that, not much to say, and I hope that everybody survives the windstorm tonight. As I said in the blue screen earlier, I heard there's a lot of outages around between here and Wadsworth, 57 for those who know River Styx Road and Styx Hill. Okay, K8QFD, back to net control.
W8WKY.
There, Uncle Fred. Well, thanks for joining us this evening. And yeah, the windstorm is pretty gnarly there. And I heard something about the plane, and did hear about Jimmy Carter too. So there you go. We'll see 73. Have a great evening, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log real soon. All right, we had a couple more in and outs there. That's going to bring me down to Phil, WV3K. Good evening, Phil. How are you?
KEP NCO for that. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Good, Dustin. It's good to hear. And for both Robin to have you and Morgan with us for dinner. We really very much that, and it made a nice evening for us to be with you. So anyway, as far as the answers to the trivia, go with let's see, Alpha and Delta, Alpha and Delta, and I just leave it at that and just have fun with it. So everyone does have a very wonderful new coming, and much good and many blessings to each, to everyone and their beloved. Certainly, what all the NCOs like Dustin are doing, have been doing over the past year, and the support one fellowship together, talking with one and just having a good time. That's what it should be all about. So with that, I'm going to give it back. And thank you so much for sharing your working with last Thursday evening. That was really nice. KEPC, NCO for Beacon. And I'm going to head. Take care, buddy, and God bless to all. 7-3.
right there, Phil. Well, it's great to hear you out there. And just a heads up, if you can turn your mic gain down, you're like overdriving it and clipping out a bunch. I don't know what the story was with that, if you got a loose connection on your mic or if you just need to turn down the mic gain. But it was almost like packet loss, but I know you're coming directly in the repeater, so some kind of overdriving and clipping going on there. But something to look into there. But great to hear you. We had a good time. It was great to see you and have dinner there, and hope to see you again there real soon. Going to look at a new car tomorrow, so we may come visit you sooner than later. So we'll say 73 to you. We're going to let it drop real quick. All right, now we're going to go on down the list here and talk to Chris, K8MMY. Good evening. Take it away.
Well, good evening. Very good to hear you. Nice to enjoy everybody else on the net. I got a whole mess of stuff cooking on the stove. Just kind of doing some bulk cooking here, so I'll be ready for New Year's. And I think with the ball, I'm going to go with the aluminum. And I guess with the pink lady, I'm going to go with Lady Diana. So that's about all I have. It's great to hear all of you. Hope that we're doing this on New Year's, too. New Year's Eve. I don't know if we're doing that. K8MMY.net.
All right there, Chris. Well, great to hear you out there tonight, and you just stay out of trouble, and hopefully the wind doesn't affect you too much that way. We're going to say 73 to you. We had a couple of in and outs there. K8J5FLL and KI5JHQJD were both in and out. And that's going to bring me down to Jim now, K8WUP. Good evening. How you doing?
This is K8WUB, and good evening to everyone on the net. And we have been lucky. We've had some power flickers down here, but it has stayed on. But, oh, my goodness, the winds is something else down here in Paris Township. But other than that, we're glad we were able to stick around. And I'm going to try to answer both trivias, and I'm going to go with Alpha. I believe the first one was A for aluminum, and the other one, I'll go with Alpha on that. So I know you got quite a lineup, and thanks for getting around to getting to me here. So we'll hand it back over to Net Control from K8WUP.
All right there, Jim. Well, great to have you with us this evening. We got you down for double A's there. We'll say 73 and have a great evening. Let's see. Next here is the Texas conglomerate. I don't know if they're still in Ohio or not. Let's start with Nickelodeon, KF5ADE. How you doing?
This is KF5ADE on the RF here in Ohio, at Suffield, Ohio. Windy. A little bit of outages, not the lights are flickering, is what I'm trying to say. Lights are flickering. Are you copying me okay, Dustin? Over.
Yeah, you're holding the repeater just fine there, Nick.
Super deluxe. Okay, so let's get trivia out of the way. I went with bamboo. I think that's D. And I'd like to go ahead and go with, what was that other one? Charlie on the other one? I almost was tempted to go D and D, but maybe I should. Just put me down for a D and C, if you would. I don't have a whole awful lot for myself. We're having a good time over here in Suffield, Ohio, from out of Texas, so we're having a good time. And we'll be heading back before too long. You never know. KF5AD, back to Net Control.
All right there, Nickelodeon. I just want to confirm with you on your trivia answers. Is that Bravo in Delta or Charlie in Delta?
the ball was made out of bamboo. Is that the main trivia? Over.
That's affirmative. I was just checking there. I wasn't sure if I heard you right or not. So thanks for confirming that for me. I really appreciate that, Nick. And great to hear you out there. Enjoy your evening. And we're going to go down here to Miss Sandy now. KG5SYC. How are you, Miss Sandy? It's been a while. Take it away.
This is KG5SYC and hello, Dustin and Helen and everybody that's out there on the blue screen or RAG2net or whatever element that anybody's using. I want to say hello to everybody there. And yeah, as Nick said, we're having a good time with the kids and very windy here. But at least we do have the backup of the RF to be able to talk to y'all if something does go out. But nonetheless, trivia, I'm going to concur with the spouse on D of it being out of bamboo. But instead of C, I'm going to go with B for BeaconNet and see where that one takes me. So we're looking at hopefully doing Amish country and picking up that country kitchen down there. And on Friday is what our hopes are. But see how that goes. We do get the car either Thursday or Friday. So that's where we're heading. And that's where we'll be. And if anybody wants to join us down in Amish country, this is KG5SYC.
All right there, Miss Sandy. I was just down by Amish country looking at a truck yesterday. So great area. Make sure you stop at Heine's Cheese. They have the best cheese around. And enjoy your time down there. It's going to be a good time. So we're going to say 73 for now. Great to hear you. And we'll look forward to catching you down the log. And now we're going to go to the land down under and talk to VK2DY. Robert, how are you?
W8WKY.
Yes, good afternoon. This is Robert, VK2DY in Northwestern Sydney. Just finished a shopping trip, amongst other things, Costco. It is currently 2984 Fahrenheit and mostly cloudy at this point. It's not going to clear up today. Looks like we're going to have that same forecast for New Year's Eve. Well, for Christmas, I went off to my brother-in-law's, and we went down to the beach down to Jarvis Bay. They have a number of parking areas. It's a fairly big bay, and they have a number of different picnic areas. And we went to one called Red Point. It was beautiful. We had some people that came before and saved the table for us. So we had a table, and we enjoyed a nice picnic lunch and waiting in the Pacific Ocean. So it was really a beautiful, beautiful experience that day. On New Year's Eve, we were just going to stay home, and then my nephew reminded me that he just rented a unit with a perfect view of the Harbor Bridge. And it was like, oh wow! So we're going to go down and see the fireworks, which I think we have probably the biggest New Year's celebration on the planet. But there are other places that would argue on it with us, but we have the best anyway, if not the biggest. And so we will be watching that from his balcony, just sitting back watching it, not fighting the crowds, not arguing with people, just enjoying the fireworks. So that's my New Year's Eve for this year. Let me reset for a second. So as far as the answers go, I never get to see New York because it's way in the afternoon, and by the time I see, I think Scotland is the last one I ever watch, because by that time it's getting to be afternoon, and it's sort of the whole idea of New Year's is wearing off, so I never actually get to see New York. But I'm going to guess Aluminium Alpha, and let's see. Let's try the other question. Let's try, what the heck? Let's call it a violin. Bravo. VK2DY, back to net.
All right there, Robert. Well, sounds like you've got lots of good things happening there, and sounds like a wonderful time for Christmas and a wonderful New Year's coming up. So we got you down for Alpha and Bravo there. We certainly appreciate you stopping by, and thanks for your patience there waiting for me to get down to you. With that, this is KD8 EPC with the Beacon Net. Robert was the bottom of my list, so I'm looking for some more check-ins. Please call now.
This is KA8 LYJ with a recheck. Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo recheck.
Foxtrot W8 HRF Josh Hackman with a recheck.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo recheck.
KD8 LLC.
All right, we picked up a recheck from KLYJ, WV3K, W8HRF, and then we got Robert in there, KD8 LLC. Let me get W8HRF. He had the weakest signal there. Josh, go ahead.
All right, then, well, hopefully you can hear me. We're on the bedroom Baofeng, and just wanted to get my trivia. The first one, aluminum, and then for Allen's, I'm going to go with alpha. So let me know if you heard that, and would you mind giving Miss Lucy a call as well, KE8YUK, if you can hear us?
All right there, Josh. I got most of that. I got aluminum, and I got alpha for your other answer there. Let's try Miss Lucy here, KE8YUK. Take it away. All right there, Lucy. I'm sorry, but I didn't catch your trivia. Your audio was just really, really low. You want to try to just give me your trivia answers one more time there?
All right, Dustin. Josh said my mouth was 5 feet from the microphone, so now I'm blinding myself by holding the handy-talkie up to my nose. But anyway, first answer is aluminum, which I believe was A, and then I think it was C for Elton John's yacht.
All right, your signal was perfect that time. If you want to talk to us again.
All right, that works. I figured being a little higher up would help. Oh my goodness, I cannot see with the screen in front of my face. Anyway, yeah, just saying that we're praying for everybody, maybe a little bit more for ourselves, just because I want to protect the food in our fridge. And Betty's humidifier isn't working, of course, and she's been sleeping better with it, so hopefully it'll come back on, but we shall see. And very grateful for everything we have otherwise. You know, lights, candles, flashlights, batteries, all sorts of stuff that in general keeps us safe. Warm blankets. Yeah, very grateful for everything otherwise. Praying everybody stays safe, that no trees come down on anything or anybody important. Everybody's important anyway. I gotta pass it back to you. I need to go to bed. Good night, everybody. God bless. Back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Miss Lucy. Well, I hope you all get some good sleep, and I hope that the power comes back on for you all sooner than later. We're going to say 73 to you. Y'all have a great evening. We'll catch you down the log, and let's go back over here to KLYJ. Take it away.
This is K88LYJ. Just came in to recheck, let you know the power's back on, and I'm off the HT and on the base unit, going off the 20-foot diamond in the back. So, wondering what the difference is in the sound quality there. This is K88LYJ.
I've got to be honest with you, you sounded just as good on the HT as you do on this, but they were both full quieting, so I won't complain at either of them. So we'll say 73 to you for now, and if you want a better comparison, stick around and we can chat after the net there. But I'm going to go down here now to Phil, WV3K, with a recheck. Take it away.
KD8EPC, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Yeah, I just wanted to get a signal report from you, Dustin. From your last feedback, I thought I'd stick around long enough to at least try to get a signal report on audio and also into the input of the system. KD8EPC, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Thank you, Dustin.
Whatever you changed made a world of difference. You're coming in just fine now, no clipping, no going out, nothing like that. So it's working there, Phil. So glad to have you with us. Thanks for stopping back, and we'll catch you down the log. Let's go over here now to KD8 LLC. Robert, how you doing?
Doing okay over here. Power's flickering and everything else over here in Chester, and it just bounces in and out. Just wondering, I hope I'm sounding okay and everything. I hope everybody else is doing okay, and I hope all is well for everybody. I haven't been able to get it on radio for a little while, but I'm back up and running again, I think. I hope. Am I sounding okay?
W.
You're sounding just fine on my end. Full quieting coming into the repeater just fine, so all seems to be well there. Sorry to hear the power's flickering. And did you happen to hear our trivia questions?
Got in on I got in a little late, so I didn't get a chance to hear the trivia questions. I wanted to hear it, but I just didn't get here in time.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. We're going to take another round of check-ins here, and I'll have the trivia. I'll come back to you. So just stand by there for just a couple of minutes. So with that, this is KD8 EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm at the bottom of the list as it stands, and I'm looking for some check-ins. Please call now.
Here is Victor Yankee 1, Mike Golf Sierra. Victor Yankee 1, Mike Golf Sierra. Hopefully I'm coming in through the QRM. Good to see you. Well, good to hear you. Happy New Year. Victor Yankee 1, Mike Golf Sierra. VY1MGS.
All right there, I got VY1MGS, Yukon Mike there. Before we get to you, we're going to go back up here and have our trivia reread real quick. K8VZA, would you please give us the main trivia?
KD8EPC in the group, KE8VZA here. Our lights just flickered once, but so far so good. Main trivia, there have been 5 different balls dropped at midnight as part of the New Year's Eve celebration in New York City over the years. The first 3 balls were hoisted and lowered with ropes by 6 men. Ball number 3, built for New Year's Eve 1955, was made of a material that reduced its weight to make this easier. What was this material? Alpha, aluminum. Bravo, balsa wood. Charlie, magnesium. Or Delta, bamboo. This is also in the blue screen. KE8 VCA, back to net control.
All right, thanks so much, Eric. That's going to bring me over here to KI5DAY all day long. Alan, would you please reread us the alternate trivia?
KI5DAY, yes, I sure will. Okay, tonight's alternate trivia is also in the blue screen if you want to look at it in there. So here we go. Which one of these items is called the Lady Blunt? And it's estimated to be worth about $16 million. Which one of these items is called the Lady Blunt, worth about $16 million? Is it A, pink sapphire diamond ring belonging to Lady Di, Princess Diana? Is it B, a 1700s model Stradivarius violin? C, a golden helm yacht owned by Sir Elton John? Or D, a world record doobie, calm down Larry, rode up by the world-famous horticulturalist Franklin Cornwaldo Green? KI5DAY, back to net. This is how we do it.
All right there, Alan. Well, thank you for the alternate. And, you know what, Eric, mark me down for Charlie and Delta. Well, let's go over here to Robert real quick. KD8 LLC. What are your trivia answers?
I will say B and C.
All right, we got you down there for Bravo and Charlie. Thanks so much for stopping by there. We'll say 73 and have a great evening. All right, let's go up here to the way north. VY1MGS, Yukon Mike, how you doing?
Here is Victor Yankee 1 and Mike Golf Sierra returning. Michael in Whitehorse, Yukon Mike, where it's minus 8 degrees Charlie. That's about 18 degrees Foxtrot. Not warm, not cold. It's humid though, 90% humidity. That's a lot of thermal mass. Feels a lot colder than it says it is. Good to hear everyone out there. Thanks for taking my check-in. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks for being so active on the radio things, in the radio space, in the wire, digital, analog. You're everywhere. Happy almost New Year's. You guys, I imagine, you're going to do a New Year's net on Wednesday, I imagine. That'll be cool. And for trivia, let's go for Charlie. How's Dustin today? Back to you for Victor Yankee 1 Mike Go Sierra. 7-3 friends.
All right there, Michael. Great to hear you out there tonight. And all is well in my world. I wasn't expecting to be NCO tonight, but, you know, I really enjoy it. This net's my baby, so I'll do anything I can to make it a fun time for everybody. I really enjoy it, and we really appreciate everybody that checks into the nets there. And I'll tell you what, I missed your alternate trivia answer. Can you come back and give me your alternate trivia answer real quick?
Oh, Roger. Thank you there. Let's go for double Charlie. We'll go for C and a C. And we'll see how we do. Happy New Year. Back to you, Dustin, from VY1MGS.
All right there, VY1MGS. Well, Mike, it's good to hear you. We got you down for double Charlies this evening. That's why I didn't hear it. I thought it was only one Charlie. So a pleasure to have you with us. And I'll tell you what, we'll be here Wednesday for the New Year's edition of the Beacon Net. Should be a good one, and hopefully we'll get lots and lots of check-ins there. So we'll say 73 to you for now. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. Let's call one more time for check-ins before we go up and talk to the rest of the net control team. So stations waiting to check in. Please call now.
This is AJ5 India Alpha India Kilo Juliet 5 India Alpha India. Michael and Belton.
Kilo Echo Egg, Quebec Kilo Oscar, KEAQKO with a recheck.
All right, we have two there. We have KJ5IAI, and then we have a recheck from Nick at Night there. Let's start with the recheck real quick. Nick at Night, take it away.
All right, KEAQKO here. Thank you, Dustin. Hello, everybody on the net. Sorry I missed it mostly tonight, but I did get to hear the trivia questions there. I was listening on my handheld as I was coming home because I have to fix my radio in my truck. That's another when it rains it pours, I suppose. But yeah, we're still without power. I've got the battery hooked up to my base station here now, and yeah, I could listen more. But I think my answers are going to be Alpha and Alpha. That's the best guess I was able to come up with there. And yeah, still waiting to see if power gets restored. We had a down power line. You could see it in the neighbor's yard down the street. The fire department came out for a little bit and cleaned that up, or got it, so it wasn't dangerous, and then we're just waiting on High Edison to come out here and fix it. Best guess I can gather is maybe we might get power by 1 a.m. if we're lucky, I think, and that's where we're at. So, anyway, I'll pass it back to you, Dustin. KEAQKO.
All right there, Nick. Well, I hope you get your power back soon, and thanks for rechecking there and giving us your trivia answers. So we'll say best of luck to you, and fingers crossed our power stays on here. So have a great rest of the evening, my friend, and we'll catch you down the log. And now we're going to go over here to Michael in Texas. It looks like KJ5IAI. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Out running a little Uber as usual on a Sunday night. I'm going to go with Alpha and Charlie on the trivia questions. And y'all be careful out there with those storms. It can be a mess.
All right, we got you down for Alpha and Charlie. Thanks for stopping by there and joining us. We certainly do appreciate it. All right, let's go up here and see what Just Nick knows. KD8SLG. No responsibilities tonight. How you doing, Nick?
KD8EPC. This is KD8SLG. Good evening, Dustin and all of the Beacon Edisons. Well, trivia, I'm going to go with aluminium for the first one, and I have to go with Cornwaldo Green. I can't say no to Cornwaldo Green. And that's all I got tonight, man. Thanks for picking it up. Stuff happens. I dropped power here a little earlier tonight, and it took back on very quickly, but it's been windy and ugly and very noisy. Anyway, thanks, Sam. Fine business. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right there, Nick. We got you down for Alpha and Delta, and yeah, can't go wrong with some Cornwaldo Green there. Great to hear you, my friend. 73, and hope your power stays on also. So let's go up here now, and boy, who we got to talk to next? I think we should talk to Alan. Or no, Alan, just give me your main trivia answer real quick.
KI5DAY. Sorry, I don't know what that was. Probably a rogue node. My main trivia answer is got to be aluminum. I think that just sounds logical. KI5DAY.
All right, very good there, Alan. Well, let's go back up here now to our trivia master for the evening, KVZA. Eric, give us your comments, let it drop, and then give us the main trivia answer.
Hey, Fox Queen Victor wants to change my alternative.
KE8VZA here. How's everybody doing? Going to go with Charlie for my alternate answer. Had good holidays here so far. My sister and her daughter from the Norfolk, Virginia area are up for a visit. Stayed with my parents over in North Olmsted. Been over there off and on. And let's see, when my sister from Toledo and her husband and kids came in on Christmas Day to my parents, we all had dinner. It was awesome. And my brother, who flies with Delta, made a surprise appearance today for brunch at my parents, and that was cool. I dropped him back off at the airport on my way back home this afternoon. But anyway, there's that. I think KC8FQV wanted to change one of his answers, Dustin.
All right there, Eric. Well, sounds like lots of wonderful things happening. And stand by there. FQV, quickly give me your answer.
Okay, KCFQV, Bravo for the alternative. Bravo for the alternative, KCFQV. Back to net, Dustin.
All right, thank you there, Mark. Let's go back up here. Go ahead there, Eric.
KD8EPC in the group, KE8VZA here. Wind is still howling up here. Light flickered once so far, but we're holding steady. So got an HT here in backup ready to go. So let's go with the main trivia answer. So what was that third ball made of to make it lighter? Well, as most people thought, it was indeed aluminum. Aluminium, if you're from the UK or thereabouts. So the backstory, let me drop it and I'll come back with the backstory real quick. KE8VZA returning, so main trivia answer was A, aluminum. So ball number 1 was made of wood and iron, and it weighed about 700 pounds. Ball number 2 was made of just iron, which reduced its weight, oddly enough, to 400 pounds. Still pretty heavy. Ball number 3 was made of aluminum, and it weighed 150 pounds, so big weight reduction. And then ball number 4 that came after weighed 1,070 pounds. Ball number 5, when it was first built, 1,212 pounds. Ball 5 is supposed to have its last drop tomorrow night. And then we'll get into a ball number 6 at some point. So anyway, there you have it. Alpha, aluminium, KE8VZA to net control.
All right there, Eric. Well, thank you for another wonderful trivia question there and for taking care of things in the blue screen and all the logging and good stuff you're doing here for Sunday night. So you really do appreciate that. We're going to say 73 to you, and that's going to bring me down here to KI5DAY all day long. Alan and Larry, how you doing there, Alan? Give us your comments, and then drop and give us alternate trivia.
KI5DAY. Another great net, as always. And I'm finding that for some people, it's very easy to go look up the answers every week. Yeah, I guess you can do that every week and then just change them to however you want to make them correct for yourself. Hi. But anyways, yeah, this is a fun net, as always, again. Good question there, Eric. I was thinking along the lines of airplanes because, you know, we use a lot of aluminum in airplanes for weight and strength ratio. So that made sense. Here is the alternate trivia question one more time. Let me let this drop. What? Yeah, thanks, Larry. Which one of these items called the Lady Blunt is called the Lady Blunt and is estimated to be worth about $16 million? Well, as far as Sir Elton John's yacht that most people guessed, the Golden Helm yacht, I don't know exactly how much it's worth, but it's not called the Lady Blunt. It is called the Wabi Sabi. And as far as the pink sapphire and diamond ring belonging to Lady Di, Princess Diana, probably worth about 200 and something thousand. It was an engagement ring. And the actual answer was B, the 1700s model Stradivarius violin, which the first owner was John Baptiste Volume. He was an award-winning luthier who found the violin in Spain in the 1860s. He sold it to Lady Anne Blunt. And in the 1890s, W.H.E. Hill & Sons bought the violin from her and sold it to an important collector. So, yeah, there's tonight's alternate trivia question. It was B. So if you guessed B, whether you looked it up or not, hi, you got it right. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right there, Alan. Thanks so much. Well, I'll tell you what, I Googled it and got the answer wrong, so if that makes you feel better, I hope it does. Thanks for doing the alternate trivia every Sunday. We really appreciate it, and I'm still waiting for the night that you're going to do a beacon net of your own there. Hi. 73, Alan, and have yourself a wonderful evening, and give Larry an extra treat for us, would you? All right, this is KD8EPC with the beacon net. I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm going to make this my last call for check-ins. Please call now.
W8WKY.
All right, nothing else heard. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, and the Beacon Net team, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the Beacon Net Wednesday night here at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the Barometer Net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday, also here on the W8WKY repeater. And don't forget to visit our friends over on the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time, and that's on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the Beacon Net. This is KD8EPC returning the repeater to normal amateur use at this time, and I will be clear. 73, y'all.
Could you say your call just a little bit slower, if you would, please? These old ears are not as sensitive as they used to be. Whiskey 7, Echo Oscar Victor.
Sure thing there, not a problem. The call is Kilo Delta 8 Echo Papa Charlie. Kilo Delta 8 Echo Papa Charlie.
Thank you, sir. Again, this is Mel over here in California. Thanks again. Whiskey 7, Echo Oscar Victor. You guys do a great job. Keep up the good work.
KD8 LLC, I thank you very much.
KA8 LYJ here. Good net, Dustin.
And I get all the thank yous tonight. I ought to run a Sunday night net more often. Hi. Thanks, everybody. Have a great evening. I have to get up and take the walk down the hall. 73 all the way around. KD8EPC is clear. I might be back in a few minutes, so.
Yes, also the same thing here, Dustin. This is K8WUB. By the way, you probably might know or remember KA8LYJ, Bob, is my brother, and he's been telling me about the net, trying to remind me to get in there, so we finally made it in there tonight. So I jump in there and let you know about both of us there. This is K8WUP 73s. Good night, and hope you have a very happy New Year. K8LYJ from K8WUP. You still there, Bob?
Yeah, go ahead there, Jim. K8LYJ here.
Yeah, we just had some power flickering on and off, but we kind of stayed through it with some power. But we averaged most of the time between 15, 20 mile an hour steady winds. We've gusted up, because I've looked at my little weather station here where it's logged it. We've gusted up to, we had one gust of about 45 miles an hour. We had some pretty strong winds down here. And let's see, it logged 1.6 for our rain so far. But we're hanging out about 44 degrees still down here. But anyhow, that's what's kind of been going on this end. This is K8WUP.
Yeah, Jim, we had sustained winds of about 23 miles an hour here, gusts up to 46, and had a power line go down at Summit and Mitchell, laying in the road, arcing and sparking. That's what took out my power. I found out the wind didn't take that out. It was helped by a car that hit a utility pole. So happy, joy there. But they finally put the power back on about a half an hour ago. I think it's funny that that my little handheld quad bander was getting into the repeater just as good as the base unit on a 20-foot vertical. That's funny. Makes me think the money on the handheld was pretty well spent. Hi. This is KA8LYJ.
Yeah, Bob, it sounded really good. Nice, good, clear audio. Sounded just like you on your HT. And like they reported to you, you were coming in full quieting. And so it looks like it's doing a fine job for you. And another real good thing about that is, like just happened when you had a power outage, you know there that it's going to do the job for a good backup plan there. Back to you.
Yeah, it was actually a good test. You know, I got to hear how the audio was with long-term usage. Got to see how it held up. The battery indicator barely moved. You know, and I had it on for like an hour and a half. So all in all, it's a good little radio. Anybody looking for a good cheap quad band handheld, the Woshun is a good choice. They're several cuts above the Baofeng, even though they're Chinese too. So I'd recommend that to anybody.
Okay, I thought I'd take a short pause there in case there's some other stations wanting to come in there. Yeah, so I was kind of surprised, but because, boy, when it flickered there a couple times, I thought, well, there she goes. But, yeah, it kind of hung in there. And, by the way, when I went to take the little doggy out, I kind of looked over there to see how the antennas was doing, and they're kind of hanging in there. So, but, boy, yeah, I'm going to have to do some cleaning up when we get some daylight. We got quite a few limbs down, and that's not surprising. But all in all, looks like we're kind of weathering through this one. This is K8WUP.
Well, this is the first major weather event since you put those antennas up for me, and they seem to be hanging in there. I'm walking on the diamond right now, and there's no issues. Haven't checked the HF yet to see if it adjusted my SWR at all any on those nylon straps that you that you had there, because they're getting put through their paces. But I'll definitely let you know that too. But so far you're 1 for 2.
W8WKY.
Well, that's really great. Yeah, I tried to take a little bit of extra time and effort to make sure once I put them up there, they'll stay up there. Yeah, I'm anxious to see how the HF vertical is held out for you there. So far, it looks like they're passing the stress test there, huh?
So far, but the wind is still with us. We'll see how they held up tomorrow morning when I go out to survey the damage. I almost don't want to go outside and see what this is doing.
Oh, yeah, I went out. I got a bright light, handheld light, and I made sure I went out with it that time, and then I had TJ's on the leash this time. You know, I didn't want to send him out there in the dark, and he run into some limbs or something, or have something poke him in the eye, so I had him on the leash and kind of had it under a controlled environment with that, also with the light, so I could see where they were, and yeah, we got a real mess out there with some limbs, that's for sure. But fortunately, at least everything else stayed together, and the antennas are still standing. And let's see, I'm trying to think the last time that I talked to you on the phone. But I guess no news is good news. I haven't had any more calls from the hospital for Connie, and I'm not sure about the timer on this. Let me break for time. Okay, this is K8WUP back. So haven't heard anything or any surprise calls from the hospital. And last that I talked to the care nurse there, she said that Connie's still one very sick, but she's kind of hanging in there, and they've got her running on. She used the term running on autopilot there. But come tomorrow morning, they've said if I want to get there by around 9 o'clock. That's when, because that's starting the week, and that's when most of the specialists come in, the attending physicians and the specialists and everything, and they can talk with me and see where we're at. And but they're going to try to do a test also tomorrow morning and back off the ventilator to down to almost nothing to see if she carries on her own with, and if so, then they'll take her off the ventilator. And and they've gotten pretty much some of the infections stabilized and kind of under control. Let me break for some time again. Okay. So the other thing, though, they're concerned about is her blood pressure is maintaining, but they said that her heart is very, very weak, and so that concerns me. So anyhow, that's the latest where we're at now. This is K8WUP with KA8LYJ to take it.
KWUP, this is KA8LYJ. Yeah, thanks for the update. I went ahead and canceled the game night, just in case. And been sitting here with the phone, and it didn't ring. So, like you said, well, no news is good news. So I went with that. But I do appreciate the update. And yeah, keep me posted as things go on.
Okay, we sure will. Normally, I've been going in the afternoons because they've said that works out the best because there were so many people attending to her, and it was just total chaos in the morning. I caught on to that real quick because the first time I went to see her, I got there about 8 in the morning, and I couldn't even get in to see her till about 1 or 2 in the afternoon, so I spent most of my time in the waiting room there. So I figured, well, that didn't take long for me to catch on to that. And so I was intending to do the same thing, go in the afternoon tomorrow, but they recommended and suggested that I come in the morning because then I can talk to the attending physicians and the care teams when they're all there, and all the ones that are the specialists that are all handling the individual treatments for her. There's a team working on her that all are in their own different specialties. So the team will be there at 9, she said, and then I can get a chance to talk to all of them. So what I'll do is once I do find out more information tomorrow, I'll just be sure to keep you in the loop. K8WUP, handing it back over to you there, Bob.
All right, great. Well, sounds like, conscious or not, Connie's got a full day ahead of her tomorrow. By the way, I did do a quick check on the HF rig, and that antenna's holding up too. So you batted 1,000. You're 2 for 2. So at least you got good news there. Your nylon straps did the job. This is KA8LYJ.
Well, that's great. Yeah, they got some really super high tensile strength, and like I said, they're industrial grade. That's pretty much what they use for a lot of their line work. So, and I did the same thing. After I got those and put them on yours, I upgraded mine, and because I had gotten plenty of them. And so, actually, it was the same day when I got home from doing yours. While I still had them, I went ahead and changed out and put those on down here too. And so looks like they were a good choice. But they had a pretty good, impressive UV rating and good tensile strength, and I kind of like the specs on them, you know.
Well, wind gusts went up to almost 50 miles an hour, and the antennas are on the side that the wind's coming from. Although I do have a house on that side, helping block the wind some anyway. But they held up. Both antennas are working great. Guy came back, gave me a good signal report on the HS, so we're good to go on both. This is KA8LYJ.
KA8LYJ, K8WUP. Okay, well, hey, thanks for the update and the report there, because you must have been reading my mind, because I was wondering how you were coming along there, and then you did answer the one question when you came back in and checked in with the recheck and said you were back on the base unit, so I figured, on the diamond, so I figured, well, that's still in the air. Okay, well, it's getting about ready to roll up on the magic hour here, and so I'm going to call her a night on this end, and like I said, we'll be in touch with you tomorrow. So we'll be saying 73s on this end, Bob, and we'll be clear on your final. This is K8WUP.
All right, Jim, 73, good hearing you on the net tonight. Thanks for the update on Connie, and we'll keep praying, keep our fingers crossed, and we'll bid you a good night. 73, this is KA8LYJ, clear.
W8WKY, repeater PL1 14.8. W8WKY. W8WKY.